Crypto is a zero-sum game. We have winners and we have losers. So it's important to make sure that you are not the loser. I'm sure you have seen people posting crazy P&L screenshots. Someone hitting a 50 or 100x. In order for them to have that win, of course, there were losers. Somebody would have bought the top on that token when that person sold and took their profits. And more importantly, most of the time, it's multiple people because whales will silently accumulate when the tokens are low. And as people FOMO near the top, they are the ones left bag holding whilst people exit and make those profits. Which is why it's very important for you to not be the exit liquidity. With proper planning and profit taking setup, you can ensure that you won't be left bag holding while everybody in profit starts selling those tokens. The standard sentiment in crypto is the exit liquidity. Who is that? And a lot of the time, these are the retail investors. Again, these are the people who come into crypto when they see it on the news or they see someone's crazy P&L screenshot. They think, this guy made a load of money in crypto, I want to do the same. And they FOMO buy into the token. That is where they basically get burned because they buy coins that have already been pumped, and then once the early investors start to sell, they're of course left at a loss. Around 6 months ago, I had someone I knew from my school. We didn't really message too much, but I had a message for him asking what crypto to buy really. Of course, Bitcoin was making new highs, meme coins were starting to move, and he was asking me just for a bit of advice really. What tokens should he hold? I of course gave him a list of what my current holdings were pretty much, because those were the tokens that I believed in. Doing so, I gave him a quick disclaimer that, of course, the market's up right now, your gains may not be as good, and it's going to be quite risky. What I should have done is literally as soon as he asked me what to buy, I should have sold. That is the game, it's crypto. Again, in order to win, someone else has to lose. As soon as he bought those bags, I should have just sold some, pretty much, because that's the retail indicator. Someone not native in the crypto space, coming in, wanting to know what to buy. Especially if the market was already looking pretty good, that is a sell signal. Again, you don't have to sell your whole bag, but take some profits there. If there's retail coming in and you realize that, it's normally a great indicator to take profits. And if you would like to master profit taking, you can click the top line of the description and join my community and a program where I go in depth with profit taking, and you will make sure that you won't be the loser in the zero-sum crypto game again. You might think that retail is the only exit liquidity. Technically not, especially even you see on crypto Twitter. We have these KOL accounts farming these coins, pushing the tokens. By the time they tweet out what ticker they're bullish on, they already have their allocation. The coin's already gone up quite a bit anyway. A lot of CT or crypto Twitter end up being the exit liquidity for these influencers in the space. But overall, you can picture it like this. If you're not taking any profits, you watching this video who haven't sold are the exit liquidity. It's that simple. If you've not sold and you've bought a token, you've pumped up the price. Somebody else has sold, meaning you are the exit liquidity. Which is why, again, I stress how important it is to have a specific profit-taking plan. A lot of the time, the exit liquidity are people who are less experienced. This predominantly is the retail investors because they don't have any experience in the crypto space. However, this can be people with crypto experience. You just need to pretty much sell to someone who knows less. That is part of the game, really. Again, it's zero sum. How are you going to win in the game of crypto? You'll be better than somebody who has less experience. That's why it usually takes 3 cycles to make it. If you haven't seen that video on the channel, watch it after this one. Where you know more than somebody else. They may have bought a Ponzi coin They may have bought a meme coin when it was really high, thinking it's going to run even more. You have more experience than them, so you're selling and they are becoming your exit liquidity. It's very important as well to control your emotions during the game of crypto. It can be quite easy to get wrapped up in the emotions. Your coins are pumping, everything in the market's green, you feel euphoric. At that time, you're raising your target. You're thinking, my coin's going to run even more. It's going to go higher. It's going to go higher. It hits your target. You think it's going to go higher. When you feel that euphoria, when you're really pumped up, you're like, yes, you can't stop checking your phone. You keep checking the price of your token. It keeps going up. You need to take some profits. People may not have experienced the crypto euphoria, but trust me, your coin's going to go up. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to be non-stop like refreshing your portfolio. You may take some screenshots. When that happens is a key indicator that you need to take some profits. I'll have a full dedicated video about taking screenshots of your portfolio. But if you take a screenshot of your portfolio, there's only two reasons really why you might take it. Number one is it's gone up to an astronomical amount and you can't believe it. You may share it with a friend. So at that point, your portfolio's gone up a lot. You're really excited about that value. You need to take some profit because you're excited about that value because it means a lot to you. And imagine losing all of that. That's why if you take a screenshot, you should take some profit. The only other time you might take a screenshot is the complete opposite. If it's a massive red day and you're kind of laughing, being like, I've lost it all. That, of course, that indicator means it's a buying opportunity. But the main thing here, again, is always remember everything in crypto is a zero-sum game. We now have institutions buying up crypto. Predominantly, though, is currently just Bitcoin. Maybe a bit of Ethereum, but most of this is Bitcoin. So they aren't really the exit liquidity unless you were a Bitcoin whale or like an early adopter. You can then sell to institutions, which is making the game a lot harder because Bitcoin is pumping astronomically on its own without the meme sector because we need the retail and that new money to buy up the altcoins. So be ready for the retail pumps. Make sure you're not the exit liquidity, and I wish you luck.